Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel, and I'm Joan, and today is early morning. I think it's almost 2 a.m. I made some pork ramen noodles. Pork is my favorite. It has a really good texture. Good taste. That's nice and hot. That's so good. I have me some Sprite, and I have a little bit of sweet tea over here made. Then I have 2 sleeping here, and then 2 just went outside. These are really hard to suck up. I really need a straight noodle. I'll put a little black pepper in there. Anyone notice when you buy black pepper, even if you buy the same brand, sometimes it's very spicy, then sometimes there's no spice at all to black pepper. I think it may be when they harvest it or where they get it from. And we're going to take a break from that because it needs to cool off for a second. Hold on. I've had these in my refrigerator for a while. Hopefully they're so good. It's Better Goods. It's a Walmart brand. Praline Pecans. We're going to give these a try. I'm taste testing other stuff, and I just keep forgetting to hold on. Make sure they're in. I had them in the refrigerator for a while. Oh, they're really good. These are 10 out of 10. You know, these would be beautiful. You made you a cake. Maybe like a German chocolate cake. And then decorated these on top. Chocolate cake. White cake, you know, a nice carrot cake, cream cheese frosting. Decorate with these on top, on the sides. Definitely. I was gonna say you could do a carrot cake for Easter, but we've passed Easter. I guess maybe for next year. Man, I wish I reviewed those a long time ago. I would have bought them 5 or 6 more times. But no, I just keep forgetting about them. Definitely 10 out of 10. They are delicious. That black pepper's got a kick to it. And I didn't even put very much in there. I got the Golden Girls on, you know. I was a young teenager when Golden Girls came out. I said this before, I don't know if we all probably knew, maybe don't remember. I remember sitting, watching TV and thinking, man, wonder what it'd be like watching them on TV at their age. I'm here now at their age. It just goes by like that. It's just ridiculous how fast time flies. And yeah. If you're young, enjoy every minute of it, because I tell you what, it flies by so fast. I remember being in school, so from kindergarten to 12th grade, whatever. Excuse me. Y'all probably the same way. The whole week would take forever. Seemed that school year took 5 years to get through that 1 year of school. And now it's just a blink of an eye, and so when school starts and take a couple blinks and school's already out. And it's ridiculous. You sit here and get your mortgage for a house for 30 years, thinking, oh my God, 30 years is a long time. 30 years is not nothing. One of these days they'll have cars, financing a car for 30 years. It's ridiculous, the price of cars. I saw something on Facebook. I think it was a 1976 some kind of car. I don't know what it was. And I was like, man, I remember back in, especially the 80s, especially Saturdays. Saturdays was a day to go looking at cars and buying cars. And I remember the salesman would be so busy and people buying cars and trucks, and it was just, and the smell of the new car fragrance, and there is not that fun enthusiasm to go buy a car anymore, truck or anything. And I know some places would give you a drink. Nowadays they won't give you no drink. They make you pay a couple dollars or whatever for their canned drink. And I remember several times my mother would buy a car, and the salesman, he'd send her flowers, you know, thanking her for buying a car for me. And they should all do that. But I don't know, you just drive by the car lot, and I don't know, it'd just be people out there just wandering around. You could open up the doors, sit inside of it and stuff. You know, sometimes they have the keys in there. You could even start it up. You could maybe take it off and drive it. But those were the good days. And when cars didn't cost as much, you'd only finance a car maybe 3 years. Now it's like 7 to 10 years you finance a car for. It's just ridiculous. You know, and then your car payment would only be like under $250 a month. Nowadays, you have to choose, do you want to spend your paycheck on a house? Or do you want to spend your paycheck on a car and live in your car? And, yeah. I see these videos on YouTube and Facebook and stuff, and talking about they show these little apartments in New York City, and a little less than a 10 by 10 apartment. And some of them you got to share, go down a hall and share a bathroom with people. $4,000 a month or more. It's like, what kind of person, I don't know, somebody even working at McDonald's can you afford that? I don't understand that. I say if you want to live in New York City and live like that, good luck. But otherwise, I say if you want to have a house, you want to have some land or whatever, find you a nice state that's not so expensive. I couldn't live in New York with all that concrete on the ground, concrete buildings. It's just concrete, and I'm used to farms and ranches and back roads and small towns. And that's the way to live. That is very spicy. That I just put a couple shakes of pepper in that. Should have brought me a water. I'm not gonna get one now because I'm about to be out. My bowl is almost empty. I made this chicken in a crock pot. I'm glad I didn't film it. It would have been good. I didn't realize it was one of these Better Goods brands barbecue sauce. It didn't say nothing about spicy on there. That stuff was so spicy. I can hardly eat it. I didn't mostly eat it. I only took about 2 or 3 bites of my chicken. And maybe 3. I made mashed potatoes. And the potatoes were fine. But that barbecue sauce was so spicy. And then my son was in the kitchen when I was making my ramen noodles. And I told myself that I was hungry. I said, because I didn't get to, excuse me, eat very much supper because that chicken was so spicy. He goes, well, it wasn't spicy to him. He goes, but he just didn't like the barbecue sauce. He doesn't care too much about barbecue sauce. I was just trying to make something different. You know, you get in a rut sometimes. Well, that's all my mother would eat. barbecue chicken breasts, chicken thighs. And we had that mostly about, say, 4 times a week. We got sick of it. And then after she died, I said, good. I said, I can experiment more, and we don't have to have barbecue chicken for a while. So she's been gone over 2 years now, and I think I've made barbecue chicken, I think 3 times. Maybe 3 times this year. After she died, whatever, until, I guess probably in January. Sometimes we've had, I guess, barbecue chicken 3 times. And I guess I could cut it. I guess we could wait till next year because my kids don't care too much about her. Or I just make theirs plain and they want barbecue sauce on theirs. But I just know not to buy that kind again because it just ruined my chicken. And chicken ain't cheap. I'm not gonna finish that little bit of juice. One thing, it's spicy and salty. Thank you. Hold on, let me try some of my tea. See if that helps with that spiciness. Oh man, it really helps that temperature in your mouth. Let's try a couple more of these. I really have enjoyed the Better Goods products. There's only just a couple things I didn't like. A barbecue sauce, it is delicious if you like spice. It was called something raspberry or something. Too spicy for me. And then we had the empanadas. We tried those empanadas. Not a fan of those empanadas. And let me see. I think it was a corn chowder or something like that. Yeah, it was a soup. And it had nothing on that label. Nothing. And ingredients that it was spicy. And it was so spicy. And I can go back over to the Rich Life. Scroll down. That was probably a couple months ago. And I was gonna end up trying to put that in something. Maybe making some kind of soup or something with it. Try to add some water to cool it down some, but I didn't. It sat in my refrigerator for like a week and a half or something. I finally just chunked it out. I was like, I'm not gonna do anything with it. And it was just too spicy. I just wish they would fix their labels, because somebody really could have allergic reaction to what's in that, and it's not saying that's spicy, or it's got some kind of pepper in there and maybe someone's allergic to, because yeah, and that barbecue sauce, I don't remember it saying it was spicy. It was so spicy. But I think that's about the only thing I haven't liked. Oh, they had some crackers. They had some stale crackers. They were terrible. But most everything else I've tried is really good. So if you want to see me taste testing foods and stuff, check out my other channel, The Rich Life. And I taste test over there, and I do other things over there too. And eat. And right now I'm in my little thing of taste testing. Yeah. Oof, man. That is spicy. That pepper came from Sam's. Whew. All right, well, we're already after 21 minutes. So make sure to subscribe, like, comment, share, click that bell notification. Make sure it's all black, and I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.